G'day everybody, Nick here, Queensland Rural. Just going to give you a rundown on today's Charters Tower sale. Look, overall sale, the job seemed to have a very good lift in a few different categories there today. So it was a bit of positive, plenty of people around, a few restockers and the processors all having a go as well. So I'll give you a bit of a rundown. The bullock job, look, there was a couple of pens of pretty handy bullocks there. Actually, it wasn't runs of bullocks, but there was a few handy pens. The best of those topped out at 334 cents, but a lot of bullocks were anywhere between 320 and 330. So your 580 kilo bullocks are your 325 to 330 mark. Look, sub that, you're back around your 310, getting into the slipperier steers. They were probably more in your $3 mark to go back into the paddock. The heifer job, look, the kill heifer job, it was good. They topped out at 304. There was a few pens there even making $2.98, $3, 302 as well. So we had a pretty good run on the heifer front as well. Come back under your 500 kilo heifer, you were more around your $2.80, $2.90 mark. So there was a bit of a lift in that as well. The cows, there was plenty of action on the cows there also. I think the best of the cows topped out at 288 cents, and they were good heavy cows of the Matthews. They were probably big Santa cows as well. But coming off those, there was a lot of cows today from 500 to 600 kilos in weight, and they made anywhere from 265 to 280 was the main run of cows. So if you had 270, you'd call it the money. That was pretty good. Coming back onto those lighter cows under 500 kilos in your mid fours, look, they were still making anywhere from $2.40 to $2.55. So I thought that cow job was a very strong gain in what's happening lately. Look, the bulls, plenty of competition on those bulls. They were anywhere from $2.80 to $3, even on those heavier bulls going back to the processors. But where we saw a good gain was in any steer that was a crossbred. So if you had a light steer that was 200 all the way up to 400 kilos, I would say that they could have been 40 to 50 cents better than a Brahman steer on today's market. They were topping out at $3.50, and a lot of them making $3.40. Come back into your Brahman steers that were 200 to 300 kilos. Look, they were still making anywhere from $2.90 to $3.30. So there was nothing wrong with that steer job at all. Also your heifers topped out, same thing, crossbred heifers, $3.26 I think they got to. A lot of heifers that were crossbred were anywhere 280 to 310. Come back under that, and your Brahmans, you're anywhere from $2.45 to $2.90 on your Brahman job. So look, there is a bit of a difference there, but still it's got a lot of positivity behind it, and hopefully we can see you all again next week. Cheers.